Hello friends, Perez Hilton here. Thank you and a big hug for watching this video. It's been a while, I think, since I've made just a general update video on life, on how things are going with me personally, with my kids. It took me a few minutes before I even began making this video because there's like some noise coming from one of my neighbors' houses and the birds were chirping, and I actually thought that was kind of a beautiful metaphor. Noise and beauty and me struggling with, wanting everything to be perfect and the right time to do this and the right way to do that. And, there's never a right time or a right way to do anything. So let me start off this parenting and life update with a personal one. Last Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, I went to see a therapist, a new one. I was happy I did it. I didn't love the therapist. It was a productive session. It was just the first time we met. But I said to myself, next time I go see a therapist, I'm going to go see my old therapist, whom I loved. And he doesn't accept my insurance. But you know what? As a lot of my friends who have told me in Los Angeles, the really good therapists in Los Angeles don't accept insurance. And when I need it, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to set up a time to chat with him coming up. But this is more of an update on my kids and parenting and something that I talked about in my therapy session that I've been struggling with for a while. I am a single dad of 3.5, my 3 kids and my mom, and I have to work for a living. I've said that before. That's really honest. I don't have enough money in the bank to never work again. And that's okay because I love working. And in my mind, I have what an ideal day should look like. An ideal day, I'll be able to do this and do that, and I'll be done with work by this time. And I'm going to do all these things, and I'll play with my kids for these hours. And, when I don't have an ideal day, it almost feels like the worst day ever. Is that just me? And the reality is, most days are not going to be ideal days. Every once in a while, you'll get an ideal day and then really appreciate it. One of the struggles that I also face that is not common is I work from home, and that's both a blessing and a curse. And one of the things that I've been working on with myself and with meditation is to, even more powerfully just be super appreciative for everything that I do have and all of my blessings and my gratitude and ground my life in that. But working from home can play tricks on your mind because I still have to get work done. And there's so many things I do, so many things people don't see behind the scenes. So it's hard on me when every day my kids are here and I want to be able to not work at a certain time, but I'm still having to work. But then I tell myself, and I have to reprogram those messages in my brain, yeah, you have to work, you work hard, but, at least you're not constantly on the road. You're not constantly traveling. There are those parents that have to do that. And you know what? You do what you have to do for your kids. I am making the decisions in the moment that I think are best for my family. And if some days have to suffer and I only get like an hour with them at night where I give them their baths and read them their book, then that's all we'll get that day. Because also, on the flip side, I get to do really cool and fun stuff with my family. Like this week, we went to Universal Studios and we had a great time. Or this coming week, this coming week is a really busy parenting week for me. I've got to take my daughter Maite to the doctor. I was going to say the optometrist, not the pediatrician. Maite's got her 4-month checkup coming up and vaccinations, which I do for my kids. Also, I have got to take my daughter Mia to her school and do a science experiment at her school. I volunteered to do that. Also, I've got to go and do a family share at my son's school where I have a presentation to make about what life is like at his house. And I've got the parent-teacher conferences at my son's school. Basically, I have something kid-related every damn day this week. And I'm already a little bit stressed out about that. And that's fine. And I do it all because my mom is a great grandmother and very helpful, but she's not their mother. And also I have a nanny. I've spoken about that before, but the nanny's not their mother. And I'm not going to have the nanny take my kids to the pediatrician or take my kids to, do a science experiment at their school or do a family share. I'm doing all of that. And if that means this coming week is going to be very stressful, then it's going to be very stressful. But I'm going to get through it. And I'm getting through it. And I'm just so thankful that I'm in such a better place right now than I was a month ago. And has been a hard week for me too. I was very sick. And I'm thankful that I was very sick. I hadn't been as sick as I was this week from Wednesday to Friday morning in a year or more. I had an awful flu, like so bad that I didn't want to get any work done. I didn't make my daily pop culture video. I didn't even want to leave my bed, and I couldn't. I quarantined myself in my bedroom to not infect my family. And being that sick for me, like stomach issues, slight fever, nausea, aches and pains, like it was just a reminder of how grateful I am to have my health, it's just a reminder that your health really is the most important thing in life. Without good health, we have nothing. All right, let's go into my kids. Maite is, I swear to God, my easiest baby, my 4-month-old now. She's almost sitting up. She's really talking a lot. She's moving her head. I think she's wanting to start to eat soon. She's a chunky monkey. My son Mario Jr., JR, actually he's the third though, but their brother, Mario, this week, he had been giving me challenges sleeping. And then I Googled it. I like to be informed. When you go through changes or when you're growing, that can affect sleep patterns. But I did something, and I think it worked. He'd been waking up in the middle of the night. So for the last couple of days now, I told my son to go pee-pee, tinkle, right before bedtime. And it worked, and he hasn't gotten up in the last couple of days in the middle of the night. So I'm so thankful for that. He loves school. I'm excited for the parent-teacher conference to get confirmation from his teachers that he's a great student. Hopefully I'm going to be signing him up for tennis classes, which we can walk to. That's important, I want to be able to show up at tennis. And if I sign him up at a tennis place that's far away, it's going to be hard for me to go. So thankfully I found a place nearby. And my daughter Mia is a handful. She's my most handful child. She's a handful. She's still going through a lying phase, which is driving me crazy. She's got the most personality of all my kids. But she's adorable and she's sweet. And I love my 3 kids, and maybe I'll have a 4th if the universe brings me blessings. And I'm so excited because this week is my son's birthday week coming up on the 17th. My son turns 5. I cannot believe it. I've got a lot of surprises planned for him and a super fun birthday party. So to sum it all up, I think I struggle because everything I do, I want to do as well as possible. I set my bar super high. Not unrealistically high, but just super high. So that then if there are days or moments when I don't reach my bar, it's still above average. So that even the days that I think I'm sucking and I'm the worst parent, I'm still an awesome and bomb parent. And I'm still showing up for my kids, giving them the time, the attention, the love, the fun, the discipline that they need. Parenting how I think is best. Like my mom. I should give an update on her. My mom is driving me a little bit crazy because she keeps on letting my kids watch Peppa Pig and other Spanish language programming on her phone. She spoils them that way because I don't let my kids watch TV. Maybe once a week I'll let them watch. We haven't watched since last Sunday, and I don't have any plans to let them watch today or tomorrow. But my mom keeps letting them watch TV on her phone, and I don't like it. What I like is when I woke up this morning, they were already awake, but they were calmly and happily playing with each other. Like, that made me so happy. They are so close, my kids, and they're close because I am programming them to be close. I am subconsciously training them. If I don't give them TV, they just have each other to entertain themselves. And they're close enough in age to do that. And they will be with Mike Day as well. And it's fine. That's what grandmothers are for. Grandmothers are to spoil their kids, their grandkids. And I love my mom, and I'm so thankful for her and grateful that she's as close to us in proximity and every way as possible. And that's a lot of updates. So I'm happy, I'm smiling, I'm happy that life is going well and that I'm continuing to work on things, and I want things to get even better, and they will, and they will, and they will. Thank you for watching. I'm Perez Hilton. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm making a ton of videos. I'm trying to grow this. I see the potential in this, and I see that people are connecting and resonating and appreciating this, and I love this. At the end of the day, I have always just loved entertaining people and making people smile and laugh or think. And I love that I've been doing that through these videos lately. So thank you. If you're not following me yet on Instagram, please do. The Perez Hilton on Instagram. Also, Perez Hilton for everything celebrity news. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment, share, follow, subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. It's been since 2004 that I've been on this journey, and thank you for joining me all these years along this wild ride of life through the ups and the downs and the fat and the thin and the changes. You're awesome.